it's racing day, so light out here, I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. These drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Hey, now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the crowd, can't take no more. Then hair since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
The buzz is back. NASCAR comes to Las Vegas on an early and today. Fox Sports brings you Sprint Cup racing live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. More than 150,000 fans will cheer on their favorite driver, and from where you sit, you can too. We welcome you to our NASCAR on Fox pre-race show delivered by Pizza Hut, and this is where America gathers every weekend for NASCAR. They are the familiar faces, the veterans, and there are also fresh faces. They are the world's best drivers, ready to, at high speed, let it ride. Jimmie Johnson, 5-time the Dominator, a 4-time winner here in Vegas, but not the favorite. This year, we've already had a record number of lead changes and multi-car wrecks. Pretty good chance that we're going to see some of that today. Hi, I'm Chris Myers, and glad you're with us. We are live on Pit Road, right in the middle of the action. The weather is... And we welcome outdoors Darrell Waltrip, Jeff Hammond. You can feel the energy this close to the cars.
Yeah. Listen, Chris, I'm jacked up, baby. This place is like going to a big amusement park. And guess what? They're some of the favorite rides that I'd like to take one out there today and have at it with the boys.
I mean, Chris, from the time I got off the airplane, you could feel the energy of Las Vegas, and this came all the way from the strip right here to the racetrack of the day. The crowd is jazzed up. I'm jazzed up. I'm ready to go racing and keep doing what we've been doing.
Entertainers, Carrot Top showgirls. How does a driver focus on driving when he comes to Vegas?
You know, drivers, once they put that helmet on, they turn into a different creature. They get single-minded, and they got one thing on their mind. That's win this race.
The favorite,
play hard and work hard.
The favorites, believe it or not, at 5-1 are Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Matt Kenseth's 50-1 part of the field is Trevor Bayne, the Daytona 500 winner, so still a long shot. Let's check the headlines, the stories that we'll be watching today. And speaking of Matt Kenseth, who is one of those favorites, on Friday, he won the pole with a track record just under 189 miles per hour. Daytona was a struggle for Gordon, for Jimmie Johnson, for Harvick, but all three bounced back last week in Phoenix. Johnson and Harvick finishing 3rd and 4th, and Gordon winning. And then Friday, the anniversary of Wendell Scott's first Cup Series start. All cars have a special decal this week, and to honor the occasion, the first African-American driver in a Cup race. And we certainly remember that great moment in NASCAR history. As for today, lead changes and wrecks early, a certain kind of intensity that we haven't seen before. What kind of race will we see today?
Fast. I mean, we set a track record here, and that's so we know the cars are fast. Some of the little tweaks that NASCAR did in the offseason, the new front nose on the car, it's made the car handle better. When the car handles better, drivers become more aggressive. That's why we're seeing some of these big wrecks we're seeing.
And right now, Chris, the thing I'm watching for is the Ford camp. They have looked so awesome, at least as far as practice is concerned. We know Matt Kenseth is on the pole, but guys like Marcus Ambrose, Greg Biffle, even David Reagan, who spun out during qualifying, these guys have been fast all weekend long and look pretty much the group you got to beat.
And the boys have at it. Don't forget about that. Last year was the first year that I think the drivers were a little skeptical, but this year they know NASCAR will let them have at it.
All right, we'll see. The Busch brothers have been going at it for a lot of years, and even though it's early, this is the first time since Tim and Fonty Flock back in 1951 that there have been brothers ranked 1st and 2nd in points. The Waltrip brothers were 1st and 30th for a long time. I remember that. You could say that Las Vegas natives, Kyle and Kurt Busch, they own this town.
Kyle Busch is the future of our sport. Kurt Busch knows what it takes to win. It's all about Wild Thing, Kyle Busch.
Oh, brother, where art thou? It's Kurt Busch up front.
Here comes Kyle. He is one of the most talented drivers out there.
And it's great to have the Busch brothers together here in Las Vegas. Kurt and Kyle, thanks for being with us. So Kyle, I guess you can go first here. The 1-2 in points. What are the chances it'll stay that way for you guys after today's race?
I don't know. He's got to come up a little bit and and get up to a close enough position. No, I mean, it's going to be a long race, so it's going to be tough for the both of us. There's a lot of strong competitors out there. The Ford guys seem to be pretty quick here today, but you know, our snickered camp yesterday, we had some good lap times overall in the long run and stuff. So hopefully we can keep it up there and keep our shot alive at coming out of here with the points lead.
Hey guys, it's a DW. Let me ask you both a question. If you're coming down off turn 4 for the win, which one of you is going to get it?
We asked each other about that in Daytona, and it was like, we'll figure it out when we get there. Let's just get there first.
Yeah, we're trying to do that 2-car draft at Daytona. It didn't work out on that final restart, but it was like, I don't know, we're probably going to end up in a ball of flames crossing the start-finish line together.
Guys, this is Hammond. When you're looking at the situation where you are right now, your crew chiefs seem like have been so critical as far as making the right decisions and working together with you. You know, who's got the better crew chief right now? Tell me real quick.
Well, he's worked with Steve Addington. I'm going to say that I've got the best crew chief because he had to put up with him and me at the same time. So I don't know. I'm going with my guy because that's what I got to do with our Shell Pennzoil Dodge today.
Yeah, they're both good in their own right. They've got their each ways of going about things and how they do things. And so with working with both of them, you know, it's been an experience for me. And I love working with Dave. I've loved working with Steve. So it's hard to know. You know, Hammond, I know they're both probably better than you.
There you go.
That's a given. Hey, Kirk, help me out here a little bit, brother.
Good job. Hey,
Yeah, I worked with you a little bit, Hammond. I'm with you.
Yeah, and then
DW can attest
your
to
career
it.
took off, Kurt, when you dumped Hammond. We know that. All right, so Kurt, you're 7 years older here, and you can both answer. I'll start with you, Kurt. Do you guys get along better on the track or off the track?
I would say that we get better along on the track. It's thinking the same way as racers. You know, off the racetrack, yeah, we are 7 years apart, so we grew up with different friends and different things that we at the same time. But anytime I see him on the track, it's a thumbs up, and he's the first guy I want to beat, though. I can tell you that. Yeah, it's tough competition between the both of us. You know, I remember the first win that I had against him a little bit differently than he does. So it's fun. You know, anytime we get out there on the racetrack, it's competitive, it's high-spirited, and it's a battle that we always want to try to outdo each other. But yet there's still the 41 other guys that you got to beat too. Well, thanks for doing this together. You guys are the perfect hosts here in Vegas. Have fun today. Check this out. Hey, we've been here the whole time together. Where are you guys? We can handle this out, man. We got it from down here in the pits. Guys. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. Okay. You take care of us. Back to the booth. It is brotherly love. They took over the show. How about that? All right, so Kurt hasn't won here. Kyle has won before. We've had a couple of second-place finishes. What do you think?
Kurt told me this was his Daytona 500. Rather win here than anywhere else.
It's his Achilles heel as far as Kurt Busch is concerned. I think Kyle right now has got the upper hand when it comes to this racetrack. Kyle Busch, the only guy to win a Vegas race from the pole when he did that in 2009. All right, we're just getting cranked up here in Las Vegas from down on pit road. Here is what is around the turn. And after 66 races, Jeff Gordon finally cashed in last week. He sits down and talks with our DW about the standard of success and when it might fade. The 14 car and Tony Stewart gets a makeover as a cab driver in Vegas. And DW, what's he all revved up about Vegas style? Stay tuned. You'll find out.
Last Sunday on Fox, things got hot in the desert as two of NASCAR's biggest drivers clashed.
Kyle Busch in the 18.
Wow. Edwards is in the wall.
They're spinning behind you.
That's too bold of a move to make early in the race. I'll talk to him about it. We'll deal with that accordingly.
When the dust settled, a legend was
Jeff Gordon wins at Phoenix.
Welcome back. Awesome job.
Are you kidding me? Pitch me, man. Pitch me.
Are you kidding me? That's been the phrase from these superheroes behind the wheel. Carl Edwards won 3 years ago in Vegas. Juan Pablo Montoya from Colombia, and of course Jeff Gordon at age 39, but has had in a sense a rebirth as we welcome you back to the NASCAR on Fox pre-race show delivered by Pizza Hut. Well, before Jeff Gordon headed to last Sunday's Academy Awards post-Oscar party in Hollywood, he was working on his victory acceptance speech in Phoenix. After 4 championships in the first 9 years, the last 9 have been a struggle. And as Darrell Waltrip found out, Gordon's win on Sunday, DW, was more than just a streak buster.
You know, it really was, Chris. And I don't think I've ever seen Jeff like this before. I won't say he's a new Jeff Gordon. Let's just say he's a renewed Jeff Gordon.